First up tonight, a burnt-out, blighted building finally condemned by the EBR Metro Council. This is a story 2 on your side has followed now for months.
It's located at the 5400 block of Longfellow Drive. News 2's Sarah Gray-Barr has the timeline and conclusion of what's happened at the dangerous site. Sarah Gray.
Michael, Sylvia, this time last month, this same property on Longfellow Drive was on the council's agenda for emergency condemnation. Tonight, it was on the council's agenda again, but this time for regular condemnation. This time, the council passed a motion. In early January, BRPD responded to a homicide at the building. In mid-January, the property on Longfellow Drive caught fire. Baton Rouge Fire Department ruling it arson, but a suspect yet to be identified. In February, the site was up for emergency condemnation, but District 10 EBR Metro Councilwoman Carolyn Coleman objected to a motion to waive the rules, and the item was never heard. The property is owned by CEG Incorporated, which is a Collis Temple property and is located in District 5. In mid-March, a letter from Collis Temple to Mayor President Sid Edwards, the parish attorney's office, and Director of Development. The letter requesting the city parish halt condemnation efforts, asking for time to collect insurance claims, which leads to the March 26th meeting, where the Longfellow property was finally back on the agenda, this time on the condemnation list.
This is the final order it goes through. Once condemned, it goes back into the department that handles the actual condemnations. There's a 10-day waiting period to see if it's going to be appealed through district court.
Once that time passes, the city parish cuts off utilities and puts it on a list to be torn down. The motion passed.
Motion carries.
WBRZ attempted to speak to Councilwoman Coleman about the item. She declined to speak, saying the Longfellow property was not on the agenda. However, she seemed surprised when News 2 showed her the agenda item. She called the Director of Development, Rachel Lambert, who told her on the phone no documentation was received from Temple or CEG to halt the condemnation process. City parish officials confirmed the Development Department never received any paperwork or documents to halt the condemnation. But properties that make it onto the condemnation list can still be taken off.
Should the council person whose district it's in bring it to the rest of the council to rescind that decision, it'll be heard as long as it's not too far down the process. But yes, it can be pulled and rescinded. It's a little bit more of a process, and there's a fee involved to do so.
Noel also told me that once a property is torn down, the ownership stays the same, but the city parish would put a lien on the property to help cover the cost of tearing it down. Live in Baton Rouge, Sarah Gray-Barr, WBRZ News 2.